This is our fourth index card that we'll be taking and decomposing to find a formula, an area formula. This says an area of a non-rectangular parallelogram. So as I go through it, I'll be reading the directions and giving you some tips as far as actually doing this with your students in your class. It says, take a card and mark a point anywhere along one side. This is very similar to the last non-right triangle that we did. Typically, I get the first 3 done in one class period, and then the next day we finish up these last 2 and get a little practice there. So I'm going to take a point and put it again. I want at least 2 to 3, if not more, finger spaces away. I've had students do little slivers, and that just doesn't seem to work as well. And we're going to draw, it says then use a straight edge to draw a line connecting one vertex on the opposite side to that point. So I'm going to take it. Please do this with me with yours. Cut along that line to form a triangle and a trapezoid. Now when I do this with my students, I'm really wanting them to discover. So as we cut, I allow them to find what we're actually doing and do it together. So I'm really wanting them to see that. If you notice on this, we have 2 pieces. And at this point, I stop in class and I say, okay, what is do you see a right angle within? And they're like, oh, yes. And I said, that's great. Let's actually label that right angle with our symbol. And we're going to put, so again, at this point, hopefully students are able to join in and label the base and the height prior to. And I do like them to actually draw that dotted line really close to, so when we put the piece next to it to form that parallelogram, they can see it. And then we talk about the actual other piece, and I say, okay, we're going to take that and form and I put it like this, and I'll say, I want you to do the same. And we talk about what kind of shape that is. They've had it in years past. That is a parallelogram. Is this area the same as the original rectangle? Did we change any? And hopefully they're going to say, yes, it's the same. So therefore, the area formula doesn't change. And you'll want them to actually put it on theirs. Go ahead and tape or glue yours onto your. You'll also be taking a picture of this side of your, I call it a reference sheet. You can call it several different things as far as being able to refer back to throughout this unit, those area formulas. So the area equals the base times the height. They write it out. They write their formula again and label this as a parallelogram.